The following is a presentation of the Mat Talk Podcast Network.
Getting back into the flow of college wrestling season is always one of those things where you're all fired up and excited and doing so many things, and then by April, you're like totally spent. Only this year, April means the Olympic trials. Yes, it's the first week of November. It's already snowed twice here in Minnesota, and I might already be overdoing it here with short-time shots. But have no fear, it's still pushing through the adversity that is week one of the college wrestling season. It's too early to whine. I'm Jason Bryant. In dual meet actions, we had Tommy Baranowski and Kevin Claunch from Blood Round on the call as Division II Davenport went into Alma College's gym and beat the Division III Scots 25-20. Rock on. Tommy offered his referee-endorsing apologist viewpoint while Claunch was spending so much time looking at wrestlers' feet. Okay, he's a shoe guy. Promo code BLOOD20, right, guys? The Danny Irwin era at West Liberty got off to a strong start as the Division II Hilltoppers won 9 of 10 bouts to defeat the NAIA Golden Bears of West Virginia Tech 48-3. Fastest fall of the night came at 285 pounds, where Chase Logan of West Liberty picked up the win at 141 pounds. No, that's a minute and 41 seconds. I'm not editing this. Screw it. 141. Good job, Chase. The Nick Soto era at St. Andrews wasn't as welcoming as Division II Belmont Abbey cruised past NAIA St. Andrews 43-6 in a matchup between North Carolina schools. Quick fall for Belmont Abbey was registered by Chandler Eccles with a 41-second fall at 174. In a duel that actually involved two teams from the same division, and that being Division III, Ferrum beat Greensboro 30-6. Both of Ferrum's returning All-Americans Levi Engelman and Mario Vasquez earned victories at 133 and 141, respectively, of course. I mean, why do you say respectively all the time? Disrespectively. I don't know. It's not a word. Both programs are relatively new schools. Both schools are relatively new programs. Transposition era. A fall at heavyweight by Bridgewater State's Ryan Higgins was doubly impactful on Wednesday. Not only did his fall tie the team score at the end of the 10 bouts, it was the tie-breaking criteria as it was the duel's only fall, and it lifted Bridgewater State past New England College 2019 on criteria. I actually watched most of that duel. It was on after Davenport and Alma. Nebraska Wesleyan spoiled the debut of the new Division III program at Fontbonne. That's in St. Louis, if you're wondering. The Prairie Wolves of Nebraska Wesleyan, which is in Lincoln, Nebraska, won 38-13 with All-American Eron Haynes, the newly minted American Rivers Conference Wrestler of the Week, picking up the fall in 86 seconds at 133. In the NAIA, Graceland fell behind brand new program Central Methodist 12-0 after the first three weights, but would win 6 of the next 7 and come away with a 27-15 win to spoil the home debut of the Eagles in Fayette, Missouri. In the NJCAA, Niagara Community College opened up with a 28-20 win over Mercyhurst Northeast. Niagara won 3 of the last 4 weights to pull out the victory, highlighted by Adam Mateo's fall at 184. In the Plains, Northwest Tech, that's in Kansas, beat Otero, that's from Colorado, 42-18. And now another promo code warning, as I've mentioned on Twitter, about the number of wrestling podcasts currently out in the wild, including this one. There's about 63 active shows, with 20 of them here on the Mat Talk Podcast Network. I want people making good decisions when it comes to choosing a podcast hosting company. If you're going to jump into podcasting, let me help. Here's step 1. Choose the right hosting company. There's stuff that's free, and there's stuff that's good. I want you to go with what's good, proven, and reliable. Sign up for Libsyn at libsyn.com and use the promo code MTO to get a month for free. That means you get the rest of the month you sign up in and the next month. They've got plans as affordable as $5 a month. They've been the backbone of this network since I started it in 2013. And if you don't reach out to me for technical advice, at least hear me on this one. Libsyn.com, promo code MTO, and get yourself a free month and maybe more. Notable duels on the docket for November 7th include Nebraska hosting Division II Chadron State and Nebraska-Kearney. NAIA Hastings is also in the mix there. Life Pacific and San Francisco State head to Vanguard, a newly reinstated program in Costa Mesa, California. Up the coast some more, Warner Pacific heads over to Corban to take on the brand new program there in Oregon. The Battle of Montana continues with Montana State Northern facing off with Providence. Yes, the one in Montana that used to be called Great Falls. In in American Rivers Conference action, it gets underway as the Beavers of Buena Vista travel east to take on the top-ranked team in Division III. Say it with me now. The Loras Duhawks. Wonder how Fight Night went at Joe's Nighthawk. That could have been interesting. Yes, there's another team in Iowa starting the year ranked number 1 in Division III. In the Dakotas, Concordia-Moorhead will cross into the Red River. Well, they won't actually go into the Red River. They'll cross the Red River and head to Bismarck to face the University of Mary, while St. John's, the one in Minnesota, does the same, only a little further south, facing Division II Northern State, which is in South Dakota. In Wisconsin, UW-Oshkosh takes on UW-Whitewater. Other than Nebraska, the only other Division I action is in New York as number 7 Wisconsin takes on Buffalo. Note. This is my note. I actually wrote notes, so I'm not actually supposed to read it, but it says note. This isn't every duel on the schedule, but a good sample of the better ones or notable things coming up. That's kind of what the docket is. I'm not going to give you... I don't have time to read the entire schedule to you. From the Daily Wrestling Newsletter, the biggest news of the day, which you should know by now, is... I don't know. It came in the brunch hours as Flow Wrestling and Missouri Wrestle both reported 3-time Missouri All-American Jaden Ironman has entered the NCAA transfer portal. Ironman, a native of Columbia, the one in Missouri, is taking an Olympic red shirt this year. This is another major shakeup with the second big name hitting the transfer portal in a week. While behind the Flow Pro paywall, Flow's Mark Bader did have a Skype call with Ironman, who said he's got a top choice but didn't say it on the video. The Daily Herald in Utah reports that 2018 Final X runner-up Jason Chamberlain is making the switch from freestyle to Greco-Roman to challenge for a spot on the 2020 U.S. Olympic team. Chamberlain placed 5 times in Fargo at the age group levels, twice in Greco, with his best finish coming in 2007 when he was the runner-up at 135 pounds. Following up on that news, the kids at the Home Mat Advantage podcast have Jason Chamberlain on the show to talk about it. Nice job, guys. Over the weekend, Pat Pecora, the head wrestling coach at Pitt Johnstown, picked up career victory number 600 in the Mountain Cats win over Long Island University. The Tribune Democrat in Johnstown breaks down Pecora's 44 years at the helm. He's 16 wins behind Oregon's Dale Thomas, who has the all-time division record lead with 616 dual meet victories. HawkeyeSports.com with another strong athlete feature, this time from veteran media professional Darren Miller. This one's on Caleb Young, the Pennsylvania native and returning All-American. Columbia also offers up a solid in-house feature with volunteer assistant Shelton Mack as he breaks down his trip to Russia in taking down cultural boundaries. Lehigh's Corey Cooperman and Ed Hamer, Americans Josh Glenn, and Penn State's Jack Light were announced as part of the induction class for the 2020 EIWA Hall of Fame. Track Wrestling's Andy Hamilton keeps an eye on the market. The wrestling market. Oh, I'm so good at this. With Stockwatch, a new feature that identifies who's up and who's down in the Division I rankings this week. The Great Falls Tribune features Providence, again, the one in Montana, interim head wrestling coach Steve Comack, a local high school coach who was thrust into the coaching position of one of the NAIA's top programs. The Predicament showcases the Gallinaka-Sundell showdown on Inside the Rivalry, Chapter 7, Part 4. This one's still going, folks. Gary Abbott of USA Wrestling writes about transition wrestling as a part of hashtag Women's Wednesday. Gary, who will be inducted in the National Wrestling Hall of Fame next spring for the Order of Merit, and is one of my former bosses and actually one of my better friends. I've known him for a long time. He's long served on committees and headed up special projects involving women's wrestling. He talks to the site's founder, Gabrielle Lord Klein, about transition wrestling on a feature on themat.com. On the network, if you missed Penn State coach Cale Sanderson's Media Day on Tuesday, you can listen to the entire press conference on Short Time with proper attribution thanks to Penn State Athletics, which provided the content to the media. I put it in the feed. It's also got some timestamps where each question was asked during the 30-minute Sit Down and State College, University Park. You can get to read those stories and more from Mat Talk Online's daily wrestling newsletter. Sign up for free at mattalkonline.com/news and get the day's top stories from around the world delivered to your inbox for free every single morning. The Mat Talk Online daily newsletter is sponsored by Resolite. Short Time? Yep, we don't have a sponsor. You want to contribute? You got a product or something you want to pitch? Hey, give me a shout. Or if you'd like to support the show and all the on-demand audio offerings, free newsletters, historical research, and you want some of that cool compound swag, you can support this program by making a small monthly contribution to the network by going to mattalkonline.com/join the team. That's all I've got for you today, because I'd like to thank you for spending your time with me, because it's always time. Wait, that's not how it goes. It's you've always got time for Short Time.